Ranking Star Trek The Next Generation Season 1 episode. This is going to be long, so you might want to 2x. Alright y'all, for the sake of keeping the integrity of the voting, we are going to keep Code of Honor as the worst episode so far in Star Trek The Next Generation Season 1. However, in order to keep my integrity, I want to tell you why I disagree with that ranking. Code of Honor is so obviously racist because it is a caricature of what people see as being racist. The all-black cast of aliens that are following some generalized African and Asian culture. The over-sexualization of the men and the women in the episode. And the overall primitive portrayal of this alien species makes it all very obviously racist and sexist. It fits into a very recognizable caricature. Meanwhile, you have Heart of Glory, which has a very black-coded Klingon male, Worf. And Worf's been pulled away from his culture. He's been completely separated from actual Klingons. So everything that Worf knows is from a book. He did not grow up with Klingons. He grew up with humans. Humans are very white-coded in Star Trek The Next Generation. That is just a truth that we're all going to have to accept. And not only are they white-coded, they're white American-coded, and that's important to know for other episodes. Anyways, in Heart of Glory, you have Worf, who is exposed to 2 other Klingons, and he almost latches onto them because he wants to know his culture so badly. He wants to be connected to his culture so badly. And these other Klingons that he latches onto are radicals. They want to do anything to fight for freedom so that they can live their culture the way that they want to live it, and that would include destroying the Enterprise itself. Their fight is written to be unreasonable when in truth all they're fighting for is cultural freedom. And in this episode, the culture of the Klingons, by extension, becomes unreasonable. And they're just really questionable choices that are made. So for instance, you have Tasha Yar literally racially profiling some of the Klingons. Who else gets racially profiled? Black people and people of color in the United States of America know what it's like to be racially profiled. And at the end of the day, in this episode, they had the people that were racially profiled become the bad guys. It feels like a justification for racially profiling people. Later in the episode, when the bad Klingon guy tells Worf, "You're not really a Klingon if you don't want to destroy things," and Worf says, "Well then, I'm not Klingon." It's an Uncle Ruckus moment. Point blank period. It's an Uncle Ruckus moment. And although he says that he understands where they're coming from, the only other Klingon in the episode still labels these evil Klingons as being unreasonable and is willing to unalive them in order to capitulate to the Federation. Keep in mind that the Federation is very white American coded. During the panel discussion, there was myself, an Indigenous woman, and a Hispanic man that all agreed that Heart of Glory is actually worse than Code of Honor. And we agreed because Heart of Glory is just more insidious. Code of Honor is essentially using the hard ER, while Heart of Glory is saying, "Oh my god, sometimes you can be so ghetto, ha ha ha." It's the difference between overt and covert racism, and covert racism is always going to be more dangerous at the end of the day.